IICM colleagues, IICM fraternity, ladies, gentlemen, and children. We are grateful to Pujya Swami Purnanandaji to have introduced us to Pandit Barun Kumar Pal. We seized upon the opportunity for a musical evening from Pandit Barun Kumar Pal for the benefit of discerning people of Ranchi and program participants of IICM. Before we invite Pandit Barun Kumar Pal on stage to start the recital, I would like to make a brief introduction of this musical maestro for the benefit of the distinguished audience. Pandit Barun Kumar Pal was privileged to be born in an enlightened family of Dhaka, now in Bangladesh. He spent his childhood in the proximity of stalwarts of Indian classical music like Pandit Nikhil Bannerjee and Pandit Hari Prasad Chaurasia. As a child prodigy, he had the privilege of playing solo, duet, trio and orchestra of Indian classical music on guitar for All India Radio. He performed before eminent personalities like Jawaharlal Nehru, Srimati Indira Gandhi, and international leaders like Zhou Enlai. As a child, Barun's fascination towards the Hawaiian guitar led to his single-minded dedication towards this instrument. He decided to devote his heart and soul to this instrument. His efforts and earnestness to bring recognition and status as an Indian classical musical instrument to Hawaiian guitar moved the great musician and guru, Pandit Ravi Shankar, who took Barun under his tutelage. Ever since then, Pandit Barun Kumar Pal has been going through a sustained and vigorous sadhana under his guru, Pandit Ravi Shankar, to achieve his goal. His musical talent and relentless hard work has made Pandit Barun Kumar Pal a leading Indian classical guitar artist of international fame. He has given numerous performances all over the world. His sensitivity and stylized rendering of the nuances of Indian classical ragas brought accolades from all over the globe. His guru, Pandit Ravi Shankar, said, "Barun is an outstanding Hawaiian guitar player of North Indian classical music. I recommend him as a top concert artist and teacher." Pandit Ravi Shankar also termed him as a person of very sweet temperament. Following in the footsteps of his guru, he has also been giving talks and TV shows to popularize Indian classical music. His lecture demonstrations have been recorded by BBC Radio, BBC TV Asia of the UK, Radio France, Radio Denmark, TV San Francisco, Doordarshan, All India Radio, and many other channels of France, Italy, and Switzerland. Pandit Barun Kumar Pal has earned the rare distinction of having been invited to perform at the World of Music and Dance Festival at Reading in the UK, more popularly known as WOMET, where only 2 Asian artists were invited to perform. The recording of his performance has been preserved by National Archives, British National Library, London. Pandit Barun Kumar Pal is a recipient of many accolades and awards. Among many awards that he has received, a few are being mentioned by me here. In the year 1966, Panditji was awarded the Sangeet Visharad title of Concert of Honor from the Prayag Sangeet Samiti in Allahabad for standing first in India. 2001, he was awarded Allauddin Sangeet Ratna Award from Allauddin Sangeet Samaj. In 2005, Pandit Gama Maharaj Memorial Award was presented to him in Delhi. In the same year, Pandit Barun Kumar Pal was honored with the title an award of Sangeet Ratna from Salt Lake Cultural Association, Kolkata. We shall request the distinguished audience to maintain silence and to kindly put their cell phones on silent mode once the rendition of Pandit Barun Kumar Pal starts. It will be very desirable for the cause of maintaining the rhythm and the music that we maintain silence. I now request Srimati Bulbul Ait to be on stage, who shall be accompanying in Tanpura, a very young artist. May I please? May I now request Shri Chirodip Bannerjee to be on stage, who will be performing on tabla in this musical evening. Finally, I would like to request Pandit Barun Kumar Pal to grace the stage, please. Just before we start the program, I shall request Srimati Shumita Khush to present a bouquet to Pujya Poonanandaji as a mark of respect of IICM and the entire distinguished audience. I shall now request Sri Adarsh Bajan, Chief of Academics and Administration, IICM, to present a bouquet to Pandit Barun Kumar Pal. I request our colleague Srimati Shobha Jha to present a bouquet to the young artist Bulbul, who shall be accompanying Panditji on Tanpura. May I request Srimati Shobha Jha once again to present a bouquet to Sri Chirodip, who is accompanying in tabla. Now, ladies and gentlemen, the time has finally arrived when we shall experience the magic of Hansa Veena in the hands of the musical maestro, Pandit Barun Kumar Pal. But once again, may we aspire to be silent in order to enjoy the great music during the course of the recital. Thank you.
The moment I reached here and the place I visited within a couple of minutes, just something comes to my mind. It's not an institution only, it's a temple of art, culture, spirituality, and of course, an institution. And I basically thank to these people, persons, and the members who are taking care of our culture when it is a little bit disturbed by so many other reasons. When the biggest and most important institution like this can take care of culture, and maybe for that reason only I am here, one of the top players of Indian classical music. Thanks goes to them, and I really find myself privileged to be here. And as you know, of course, Indian classical music, Maihar Gharana, is spiritual music. No matter what is been rendered, whether it is auditorium or in temple, and it best happens in presence of good listeners who are already mentally prepared to conceive the spirituality in music. to Ranchi after 35 years has become only possible due to my most respected and beloved Swamiji, Swami Purnanda Maharaji. And it's coincident that our executive director, Mr. Ghosh, is here. He's another monk, I must say, in my words, because he is the pujari of Sanskriti. So whatever I will try to play is an offering to Swamiji, Ramakrishna Mission, all the Swamijis present here. I feel like in my home. Yesterday I played in presence of Swamijis, and they blessed me, they loved me, and today you are here. Now, when music is said in classical music, we always render a raga. Raga is another way of offering our puja to the highest, the Almighty. So it starts with Sruvala, goes slowly, step by step, to the climax. And it's a joint venture, a journey of the performer and the listeners. So I hope we together begin our journey through a beautiful raga, very sweet, and the choice or desire of my Swamiji, Raga Bhageswari. Though Bhageswari is performed little late, but in this auditorium it's all the same. So Bhageswari is one of the most beautiful, sweet ragas. And after that I will try to play another raga which is from my Guruji, Pandit Ravi Shankar. So we are starting with Bhageswari, and the rhythmic pattern will be using Sita Kani and Drut Ektal. Thank you.
you.